Okay, today we're going to start working with Inventor, Autodesk Inventor. You'll find that on your desktop. Look for this one. It's got the letter I. Go ahead and double click that, and it will pop up to this part right here. Might ask you some other things before this. Just say no. Um, You'll have to pardon me because you can pause these videos, any of these video tutorials at any point in time, to pause me to try out what I'm doing. You have to pardon me. I've got a cold over break. What we're going to do is today we're going to start to learn to use Autodesk Inventor Professional 2016. You'll come up with this screen right here about every time you load up Inventor. um, we're gonna these four different types of files. We'll talk about in more detail. We're gonna start with the part file. You've got your normal things up here: new, open. You know, if it doesn't come up with this at the beginning, like if you're working in Inventor and you close out a file and you don't have this screen here, all you have to do is just go up here to new, click new, and then you're going to find these different templates, which is just basically what this is right here. Standard IPT, depending upon what you're doing, English or metric units if we're in millimeters or whatever. Okay, so we'll just start it this way. Or you can just click here, part, and it'll do a new part file. Don't do the new part file, it'll come out to this. You usually want to start it just by going here to new. And since we're going to be doing inches is mainly what we're going to be doing, but there are going to be some metric problems that we do. We'll just go to English, and then we want to do standard inch IPT. This is a part file. IPT is a part file. The extensions, this extension IAM is an assembly file, and then you've got these IDWs, which are drawing files, which we'll talk about, and then we have an IPN, which is a presentation file, which we're going to learn all about those, but we're going to start out with the standard inch IPT. So just go to create, and here you come up. It'll take a little while, so you can pause me if you need to. We've got these coordinate systems, which I've gone over, X and the Y, and then there's a Z. This is a standard Windows layout. You've got different things up here: sketch, inspect, tools, which we'll get to all of these things a little bit later. This is the over here on the left. This is under model. This is exactly what we're going to be working with. It'll tell you once we do it, and you'll see it as we go. We do an extrusion. It'll show you extrusion on here, but we'll get to that later. But just expand this right here. Origin. These are the different planes. Okay, so we got the XY plane, the XZ plane, and the YZ plane. As you move your cursor over it, it'll show kind of highlighted in there. We'll get to this in a minute. We're going to turn some of these on, the center point. In here, this is our drawing area right here. Okay. Up here, we've got this view box. And it shows starting out with the front view. And if you go to the home view, which is this little house, if you click that, that will go to an isometric view. So go ahead and click that. And notice how it rotates it. Here's an isometric view showing the front, top, and the right side. Okay. You can click any one of these, like where it highlights right. You can click it, and it'll go to that view. You can click these arrows up here, and that will go to that view there. This right here lets you rotate it. Okay. And then if you want to kind of get confused of where you're at, you can press the home view and it'll go back to that front, top, and right side view. You can also click any of these corners and click that corner, it'll go to that corner. It'll show the left, front, and top. I can go to this back corner here, over to here. I can go to this edge. And what it does is it shows you, and we'll get to it later, it'll show you what it looks like from that view. Okay, so let's all go back to the home view. And then come over here, and then you're going to see that as you put your cursor on here, it's going to show you those different planes, the X, Y, and the Z. Now, if you look down over here, here it shows you the X, Y, and the Z coordinates, and notice what direction they go. In the front view, you know, we talked about that's the width dimension. Well, that's going to be the X. The height dimension is the Y, and the Z is the depth dimension. Going back in this direction right here. Okay. And we kind of talked about that earlier a few weeks ago. All right. But you've got these different planes. Okay. These different planes that you can go off of right here. Okay, so as you can see, these planes, and you got these x-axis. It's just a line. If you want, let's do this. If you want to zoom in and out, if you use the wheel, you can zoom in. If you go in one direction, the other direction there. Okay. If you want to pan, you press and hold down the wheel, and then you can pan across. Okay. That's a lot of what different Windows programs let you do. It's kind of standard. What I want you to do right now is you're going to right mouse click all three of these planes, the YZ, right mouse click it, and go to make it visible. We'll start out this way. After a while, you don't have to do that. But for right now, we're going to do that. So turn all three of those on, right mouse click them, go to visibility, right mouse click, visibility. All right. And then that will help you to visualize. After a while, you don't need to turn those on, but when we're doing starting out, it's always a good idea to do that. Okay. So pan, press and hold down the wheel. Okay. Zoom in and out. And depending upon where like my cursor's over here, and it will zoom in and out from that location. Okay. If I'm put my cursor in the middle here, so it'll zoom out there. So depending upon where your mouse is the center of that zoom. Okay. All right, so you get used to it. And remember, if you kind of get lost, you can always just come back up here in this view and then click the top. Okay, and always go back to that home button to get there. Okay, all right. So anyway, so what we're gonna do is when we draw and create things in here. We draw in 2D. So we're gonna draw on these planes to start off with because we don't have anything else to go with. Okay. And as we do this, we've got the different planes. Now remember, the front view is that XY plane. Okay. And that has the X and Y, Z, and X and Y axis. All right. So if we click that, if we come over here to the front view, so it'll rotate that. Okay. All right. Now, as you start doing this, there's a number of ways that you can create sketches. Okay. If I want to go to this plane and I know I want to draw something on there, this little thing says create sketch. So I can click that. The other thing I can do is right mouse click this plane. Okay. And I can new sketch. All right. That's another way. I can also, I can also come over here and right mouse click and new sketch. So there's a lot of ways you can do that. So what I want you to do right now is go ahead and click this XY plane and go ahead and create a new sketch. And then what it's going to do is it's going to rotate this. We're looking at this in 2D. Notice we're in the front view. Okay. Now if you notice over here, something just came up. It says sketch number 1. Because as we start creating things in here, it will continue to show sketch 1, sketch 2, and other things, because we're going to do an extrusion. Okay. Now notice as we went into do this sketch came up, this tab, and we've got lines, we've got circles, arcs, rectangles, fillets, text, all these different things. We can do trim. We're going to learn how to do that. We're going to learn how to dimension, and we're going to learn about constraints also. Okay. and we'll get to all that a little bit later. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to start out by doing a line. So if you just come up here and click the line, and you'll notice it's going to give you the XY coordinates because we're in the XY plane. Okay. But what I want you to do is move your cursor so it's right down here to this point right here. And notice the X and Y coordinates. They're 0 and 0. That's your origin. Okay. So if you remember from geometry or algebra, you come up into this quadrant here. This is quadrant 1, which both X and Y values are positive. You move your cursor over into here. Notice your X value is negative, your Y is positive. And that's quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. Both X and Y are negative. And if we come over to here, this is quadrant 4, and your X is positive and your Y is negative. This is where you actually use those coordinate systems. They're based on this. Everything that you draw is a line is going to have 2 points. It's going to have the X and Y values of those 2 points. And that's kind of how the CAD works. Then you can take this information and then do a 3D print because all the information there as far as the size is concerned. Okay, so basically that's kind of how this works. Doesn't matter what quadrant you draw in. Usually I'll just start up over here and just draw in whatever direction that we're going to draw this. So as we do this, we need to keep that in mind. It doesn't matter where you draw it unless we're doing something specific to, you know, a 3D print, or let's say we're working on a CNC mill or something like that. But we're not worried about that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come up over into this area over here, set a point. As we set a point and we start moving this around, you'll notice it'll kind of snap into a horizontal and a vertical. And it'll give you degrees. Like this is 0 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 180, and this is another 90 degrees, or you do 270. So if you think of a circle, 360 degrees in a circle, it goes, this is always 0 degrees, 90, 180, 270, and then 360. But you'll notice that it gives you highlighted the dimension, the length of that line. So we can always type in this. Now, what you got to understand about a few things is we're going to constrain things. Okay, when I say constrain means it's constrained to like a horizontal. See that little indicator right there? I've got this straight that's called horizontal. So I'm constraining it to be horizontal. Okay. If I just put it at this angle like this, that's not constrained. It's at an odd angle. But when I put it here and it gives you that little red square there, that means it's constrained. If I come up here, it's constrained to vertical. If I come here, it's constrained to horizontal and vertical. Okay. So let's put it to here. So we're constrained horizontal. And then we're going to type in a distance of 1. Just type in 1 and enter. And that will go out at 1 inch. Notice that this X and Y plane is now being automatically resized. Okay. We're going to check a few things out in case yours isn't. We'll get to that here in just a minute. Now, as I move this down, it's going to all of a sudden constrain, but this one's a little bit different. If you look at that, that's perpendicular. You know, it's perpendicular means it's at 90 degrees, and notice it shows 90 degrees there. And then it's always highlighting that distance, so we can always type in a distance to tell it how long. Now what I want you to do is make sure this is constrained to perpendicular at 90 degrees, and then type in 1 again for 1 inch. And then we're going to come in this direction. We're going to make a cube. Okay, notice as you move this, it constrains to perpendicular. And then what I didn't show you is it shows you that this line here that we're getting ready to draw is constrained. You look, the perpendicular by the 1 there, perpendicular sign, it's constrained to this line right here, perpendicular. Okay, so it's constrained to that. And you're going to learn a little bit more later what constrained is. Now, if you notice you move this and you get close to that other endpoint, make sure that it's perpendicular, but see how it'll snap to that endpoint up there. Okay, so you can type in 1 if you want to. Just make sure it's constrained to perpendicular. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and type in 1, or you can just go to there and set a point. And when you set points, use your left mouse button. So we'll click there, and then we'll come up here, and we'll put that in. Okay, and then notice this one's a little bit different constraint. It's actually perpendicular, and it's constrained to that endpoint. So you notice how you move it, kind of snap to it. As you get close, see it's yellow. The cursor's yellow, the dot. And then when it gets to that snap point there, it's green, telling you it's on that. It's constrained to that other endpoint. So go ahead and set that point. Okay. Now, as we look at this, okay, go ahead and just press escape to get out of the line command. Okay. Or I'm sorry, that's my fault. I got to remember I used too many programs. Go up here to right mouse click and finish 2D sketch. Or let's just go to escape to cancel. Okay. And then don't finish sketch. That's my fault. Okay. If you did, that's all right. Don't worry about it. And then what we've got is if we look at this down here in the lower right hand corner, I want you to pay attention to this. It says 2 dimensions needed. Okay. Well, what does that mean? Well, when we constrain this, okay, and we make it perpendicular, horizontal, and we give it dimensions, that means it's fully constrained. This says we need 2 dimensions. So what does that mean? Okay, so if I try to drag and I'm out of the line creation, drag this whole thing is going to move. Okay, if I drag this, it's going to move. All right, so it's going to move in 2 directions, the X and the Y dimension. That means it's not fully constrained. Now, if I try to move any of these corners, the whole thing is going to move. Okay, any of these corners, they should not move. All right. So I'm going to delete these dimensions, okay? And you don't need to do it, just watch me. And now all of a sudden when I drag this, see how it's moving? Because I don't have it constrained with a dimension. Do you see that? Okay, it's not constrained. So now it's going to say it needs 4 dimensions because I haven't constrained it to give it this length. So to do that, I'm going to go to dimension. I'm just going to click this line, and I'm going to type in 1. Enter. It automatically edits the dimension when you put it on there. And then I'm going to click this line and tell it to be 1. Okay. Now there's times that I don't have you type in the dimensions. We'll just draw a box or whatever we're going to draw, and then we'll dimension it. Right now we're just starting out, so when we do this, all right. So and then it's back to 2 dimensions needed on your very first sketch. So I got to get out of dimension. Press escape. Your very first sketch, it's going to say 2 dimensions needed. When we do anything after this, we want it to be, and it'll say fully constrained. Now, if I was to dimension this to make it fully constrained, I'd have to go from this point here to this line here and make that 0.5. Okay. I have to go from this point here, this center point, the origin, to this one and make that 0.5. Now notice it says fully constrained. Now, when it means fully constrained, means I cannot move this. Whoops, dimension again. I can't move this like before I could. Okay, so that means this thing's fully constrained. That's what we want, except for on the first sketch that we do. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete these 2 dimensions, and then that's what we want right there on our first sketch. It'll say 2 dimensions. Says any more, then what you have to do is you go around. Let's say I didn't have this dimension in. It says I need 3 dimensions. Oh, okay. Well, which one is that? Well, what you can do is you can sit here and try to drag these lines. If it drags the whole thing, in that direction, it doesn't need dimension. See, from there to there's 1. But if I try to drag it like right here, oh, hey, I need a dimension there. So I need to put this dimension in right here. And I'll put that at 1, and then I'm back to 2 dimensions needed. Okay, so I go to finish sketch, and then now it puts me back to that 3D view. Now this is where we can start adding stuff. Notice it still says sketch 1 over here. If you click on it, okay, you can still see it. Okay. Now let's say I screwed something up. Okay. Let's say, oh, I forgot this dimension or something. Okay. So what you can do, there's a couple of things you can do. You can click this, and if you look up here, it says extrude. Don't do that. Create revolve or edit sketch. Okay. So you can click any of those lines that represent that sketch and go to that one, edit sketch, or you come over here and right mouse click and go to edit sketch. All right, so let's say we screwed up. We actually not only pressed, we got out of it, we finished the sketch. So let's say we want to go back and edit it. So we select one of those, go to edit sketch, and then we're back to this. Okay, let's say I wanted to change this to 1.25. What I do is I double click it, and the edit dimension will come up, and I can put 1.25. So if you accidentally put a wrong dimension in, you can always edit that. Okay. Now, if I'm in the dimension command, all I have to do is click it once, and this edit dimension will come up. I'm going to put that back to 1. Okay. I'm going to finish sketch. So at any point in time, I can go back either here or come into here and just select one of these lines that represent the sketch, and I can edit that sketch. And then when you're done, you can finish the sketch, and you're ready to go. All right. So in this one, what we're going to do is we're going to just start out with the extrusion. Okay. So the nice thing is when you go to this extrusion button, usually it'll automatically say, hey, we know that you want to extrude this because it's the only thing there. All right. So what I want you to do, we're going to do a couple things here. Go ahead and pull this down if that's not pulled down where it says extrude. Because I want to use this. You can do all this that we're going to do down here. But right now I just want you to do it from here. Now we can change the direction. We can click that. We can do it symmetrical. Okay, we can do it asymmetrical, and we can tell it to go, all right, in this direction we're going to go 1, this direction we're going to go 0.5. Okay, I usually tell you guys to start out by doing symmetrical, and since we want to make this a cube, okay, we're going to just do this at 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to keep that at 1 inch. A lot of times, if it doesn't pop up that it's extruding this in the correct direction, sometimes you have to click the profile, which we'll get into later as we start doing some other stuff. But you may have to click that and then choose what you want to actually extrude. All right, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. Okay, and then we'll just go to OK. All right, and then again, all this here you can get down here. Okay, right here the directions. You can tell what direction you want it to go, so you don't have to pull this down. Solid output. We're not going to get into surface output. We'll just always keep it at solid. That's what this one is. Usually defaults to this. If it ever defaults to surface, then there's something wrong with your profile, which we'll do here in a little bit. Okay. So, and then once we're done, we go to OK or the check mark, and then we've got an extrusion. Okay. And if you notice over here, we've got an extrusion here. Okay. Let's say, for example, we wanted to extrude that at, instead of 1, we want to do 1.25. So what we can do is we can click this, okay, and we've got a couple things. Edit extrusion. We can edit the sketch again. Okay, so for example, let's go to edit sketch. This time, let's just go ahead and just double click this, and let's change that to 1.25. Okay, and then go to finish sketch. Okay, and notice it'll update it. Okay. Let's say we want to extrude this at a different distance. So if we just select any part of this, okay, we could change the edit the extrusion. So we're back to this again. And let's say we want to change it to direction 1. We can do that. Okay. So you can go back and change all this information at any point in time. You can edit the sketch. Okay. I can create a new sketch, which we'll get into here in a little bit. Edit extrusion. Now the other thing that we can do is come over here and we right mouse click and show dimensions. This is what I like to do because it's a little bit quicker. It'll show you all the dimensions on there. So let's say that one that I changed to 1.25. I want to change that one back to 1. So what I do is I double click it, put it at 1, press enter, but it doesn't change. Okay. All right, so it doesn't change. So what we need to do is we need to update this. And there's a couple ways you can do that. Come up here to tools or manage up here, sorry, and go to update here. Okay, the other thing you could have done was right mouse click and done an update. Okay, so let's try that one again. So show dimensions. Let's change this depth of extrusion to 1.25. Press enter, and then we can should be able to right mouse click and update it. And it looks like it won't. So you just come up here and update it there under manage, and it'll update that. So at any point in time, you can go back and change any of those dimensions that are on there at any point in time. Okay. So I'll let you guys go ahead and do that. Finish this up. Give you a little bit of time, and that's it.